Testing 1, 2. Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Cool. Does your mix sucks? This might be the greatest mix you've ever mixed before. So let's join our engineer Andrew Rayburn. So welcome back. Be sure guys to check out Pristine Productions YouTube channel. And if you guys want to get the latest in soca, dancehall, reggae, you can look up this pretty cool website here. And you can get this rhythm right here that is playing on the session today. And be sure to join the Patreon membership here, where you get the latest in advanced mixing techniques. Stuff you won't easily find on YouTube. And you get exclusive giveaways. Also, guys, be sure to donate on Patreon by joining the PayPal, which is pretty cool. Show some love, guys. And I'm your host, Butthead. So let's get to it here. We're going to be talking about live wire instruments here, instrument separation here, where you can get that pro separation mix here. So let's get into it here. So welcome guys to a Butthead exclusive. Cool. I want to say hi to the all the chicks with big boobs. Hey, baby. But today I'm representing Andrew Rayburn. So he's a pro artist and mixing engineer. So let's get into instrument separation. Live wire mix exclusive by yours truly, Butthead. So let's get into mixing separation here. Now we have a soca track here, and we're not going to take too long. We're going to see what we have here. Pretty cool beat. So let's get into separating these instruments here. Now we're gonna focus on the kick drum here. This place. Now to separate the rhythm section here, you want to make sure that your kick don't suck. And you want to get the proper tone, as Andrew always mentioned in his videos. Get the proper tone when it comes to drum kits. So let's see what we got for the kick here. Now with these EQ techniques, you can get your kick drum to separate and have space in your mix here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the let's see here. I'm gonna do the before and after here. So I'm adding 44 4 dB at 44 hertz. I'm going to turn on the EQ. That is giving you that thump, so your mix don't suck. And let's bring in the percussion here. Now, there's room in the mix, guys and girls. There is room in the mix for your sound. Don't be thinking that you need to carve out frequencies and you need to get rid of unwanted bottom end, unless it's offending your mix. So as you can see here, we're starting off with the kick, very punchy, and the tin percussion here. We're not adding anything to that. Let's bring in the thumbs here, the plate of thumbs. Here we go. Now we're adding reverb to this track here. Notice that we're adding reverb to separate that toms, giving it more depth in the back to give your mix more dynamic here. So reverb is a form of separation. You're separating your sound, giving an epic tone. And we're just adding reverb to that sound. That sound already has good the dynamics. Now let's get to the second tom here. Now take a look at these frequencies, guys. I'm notching out just a little bit of resonance here. Let me play. That's what I'm taking out there, which kind of sucks. So I'm not removing any low end from this toms here. Before, it has a little bit too much thump in that lower 110 hertz section there. EQ on. It goes away and you have that punch, which is separating it and letting it work along with the mix here, as you can see. So let's bring in now the snare drum here. Now that snare drum by itself already sounds great, so I'm not doing anything to that. Less is more, guys. Let's bring in the cymbal here. Now, guys, you want to make sure that you can also use volume to get the mix to sound pretty cool. And try to think of it as, where do you want the sounds to be coming from? So a good blend of volume faders and good EQing is a way of separating your sounds. Now we're gonna bring in the second snare here. All I'm doing on that second snare there is just letting it pass through SSL with little to no compression there. Now let's bring in the 808 here. Whoa, that's a pretty heavy 808. So as you can hear, this 808 is I'm turning up the drive on the decapitator here to give that 808 more grit and occupy that sonic space. If I take off that decapitator, that's off, on, off. And notice, guys, I'm boosting a buttload. I'm boosting a buttload of mid-range frequency here. And that is where the sweet spot of the 808 lives, guys. So I'm boosting that frequency. Off, on, distortion off. That 808 disappears, distortion on. Now the track is sounding pretty cool. Ready for a nice pretty lady to get on that track. Come to Butthead. Cool. So let's get to the pattern sound here. All we're adding here is a little bit of EQ on the 5K here, 7 dB. And we're sending out through the reverb. Reverb off. Reverb on. Remember what I taught you guys, that you can get separation through reverb and good EQing to give your instrument some depth and dynamics. Let's bring in some other sounds here. Here is another sound here, synthesizer here. And all we're doing here is adding a little bit of 5K at 2 dB. I'm taking out just about 46 hertz because I felt like there were a little bit of thumping down there on that low key that I need to remove. Just so that's a little bit 46, so we don't want to take away too much. By the way, guys, this track is on Pristine Productions website here called Full Force Soca. Cool. Full Force. And you can pick that up on Andrew Rayburn's website here on Pristine Productions. Let's get back to this guitar sound here. I'm going to mute these sounds. Now, this guitar has enough reverb in it already. So all we're doing here, we're adding a little bit of low end on the 60 here to give the guitar a little bit more depth. Off, on. Now, notice that we're boosting 60 and remove a little bit of 46 on that synth, not because we want to carve. That's not what we're doing here. What we're doing is separating these instruments, and this guitar needs that 60 hertz. If it needs 40 hertz, further 40 hertz will still work. That'll be pretty cool. So let's get back to the instruments here. Now this lead instrument here, I'm just taking out some of the resonance here, adding a little bit of NLS warmth just to give it a little bit more push to the front. That's off, and that's on. Now we have another pluck sound here. That's pretty cool. All I'm adding here is a little bit of 3.6 dB at 8K and a little bit of compression there just to push that pluck sound up. Here's right here. I'm gonna bring in another lead sound here. Here we go. So remember guys, if you want to get that pristine top level sound, be sure to check out Andrew Rayburn, a pro mixing and mastering services, and be sure to be joining the Patreon, which is pretty cool. Let's get back to the mix here. Now I'm going back to the front here, and you're gonna hear a lead guitar sound and play that. Okay. Let's see if I can bring back the, let me see here. I'm gonna open up the, I should have a sample sound here. Let me go ahead and load that up real quick. Just bear with me, dudes. I'm gonna go in libraries here. I'm gonna load up the Serpent, which is a pretty cool guitar sound. Let's load up the light here. We're gonna choose the lead sound. So okay, so I'm loading up the guitar here. I'm just gonna make some settings here real quick here. I'm gonna pick the, let's try the metal light here. I'm gonna play back. Play it back again. So I'm gonna go ahead and transform that to audio. Okay. we have an extra snare all the way at the bottom here. If I can isolate that sound real quick. This is a pretty cool mix here. This might be the greatest mix I ever mixed before. That's what that is playing right there. So, what have we learned today, guys? How to get your mix not to suck. User EQ. Also, reverb is a form of instrument separation, so your mix can sound pretty cool. A good EQ and take out the resonance. Now, you may hear these things a million times, but less is more, guys. We're just adding a little bit of 4 dB on the 44 hertz here, just to get the kick a little bit bass, and we have a nice stable mix here. So it has been fun, guys. Butthead here, representing for Andrew Rayburn and all the beautiful chicks. Come to Butthead. And this has been fun, instrument separation, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.